James Gunn responds to rumors concerning The Flash and Wonder Woman. Yeah, well, this concerns reports from Variety. Ezra Miller being the bigger of the two because of just, well, it's scandalous. It really is. But anyway, so Variety had reported that Wonder Woman would not appear in the first 3 years of the DCU, which is interesting because Gunn's contract, I think it's a 4-year contract actually, but it would be coming to an end at that point. Depending on how he and Safran do it, maybe they would get renewed, or maybe even Gunn would want to move on to something else by then. But anyway, that's the deal. So if he hadn't done anything with Wonder Woman by then, well, then odds are he never would. You know, just run the clock out. So someone said, please debunk this one. And he says, I hereby debunk it, only because it's not true. So I guess there will be a Wonder Woman film, or an appearance of Wonder Woman in some DCU film within the next 3 years. So, there you go. So, okay, that's the deal with Wonder Woman. But who will be in the suit? Will it be Gal Gadot? Perhaps. There was an earlier one that says, well, you booted Gal Gadot. And he said, who said we booted Gal Gadot? Or something like that. Seemingly denying it. But that could also fall under the deal that they offered other opportunities to the previous cast. So, like Henry Cavill, he said, hey, we're big fans. We want to work with him in the future. Ben Affleck, we want him to direct one of our films. And didn't really say anything specific concerning Gal Gadot, but probably the same deal, to remain on good terms, but that they're going to recast everybody. Because if you're going to recast Superman, you might as well recast them all. So maybe that's the deal, but he's never said anything substantial or specific exactly what they're going to do. The only thing here is there's going to be more Wonder Woman. We just don't know what iteration. You'll see. Again, I think money is the deciding factor in a lot of this, and considering the state of affairs Warner Brothers is in, it's the only deciding factor, really. So that's the deal. Meanwhile, the other one, which was the scandalous thing, can you discuss at all the report from Variety in regards to Ezra Miller? The notion that your slate is only 3 years worth of project. All right, so that's both of the claims, and that it's only 3 years. I think that's the running time of the contract, and that would be the first 3 years, and that's what they're reporting. Variety could claim some wiggle room there. But his response concerning Ezra is what's interesting. He says, I don't know what's out there about Ezra. You don't? Come on. I guess specifically the rumors about him staying on, maybe that's what he's referring to, that he just doesn't know that anyone's talking about it. Maybe at the time that he posted this, but we will only be announcing some of it this month. And our slate is 8 to 10 years. Well, the overall plan is, and right now he's in charge with Peter Safran, and they're orchestrating this. In 3 years, could they hand it off to someone else? Possibly. If their films bomb, yeah, definitely. Or it could be that's it. Oh well. Hope Harry Potter works out. And that's it. So the guy follows up. Essentially what they reported. Yeah, 3-year plan. He said, no, this is someone else. All right, that's it. That's his response. Other people speculating, about it, but that doesn't matter. You should know about Ezra. So what to glean, that he just doesn't know about the rumors or the situation with Ezra? I'm sure, no doubt he does know. It's just maybe no one knows for sure. They're betting rather big on the Flash. And my guess is that's because the screen tests have been positive. Certainly better than the other slate of films. And because then there's that Super Bowl ad that they're purchasing the spot there, even though they're short of cash. So they're betting a lot on the movie. My guess, again, because it screened well, but also it's the movie that's going to be, the reset. It sets up everything, I guess, or whatever they do. And some suspect perhaps they'll even have cast the new Superman and maybe even the new Wonder Woman or maybe even new Batman. And those actors will appear in a brief cameo at the end of the film, signifying, yep, the universe has changed. Of course, that means there's still Ezra, so... Hey, barring any more scandals, yeah, but that's already happened to me. Well, he's in therapy and stuff. Yeah, that kind of thing, that could take years. So the idea that he cleaned up and he's on the road to being a good boy, yeah, I know the pronouns and stuff, but after what he did, do you think he deserves that? Because come on. So, yeah, that he's well behaved, and they'll go with it. If the movie is really a smash hit, yeah, they're going to keep him. But that's the deal. This is how well the movie performs, and so at this point, Gunn doesn't know. But anything else comes out, I mean, I don't know. Had a lot of high hopes because Zaslav was making all the right noises and stuff, and then nothing really makes sense. And we'll see what he announces. He's supposed to announce something this month, as he says. So some projects that they're working on that'll be coming soon. And I mean, of course, a Superman film being the first film that they go with would make an awful lot of sense. But since nothing else does, I don't know. It's going to be an ambush bug movie. I don't know. Yeah, that would make sense to get it off the ground and start it, and that would bolster some amount of excitement, except for what happened with Henry Cavill, and just the way it happened, and that it was all just to boost for Black Adam, just for that box office, even though they didn't really expect much to come of it, and then pull the rug out from under you very quickly. That's just bad, no matter how any way you look at it. So, and then this, yeah, they're just digging brand new holes to find themselves in. So again, yes, the money, and of course, if Ezra's movie makes the money, then that's the ultimate outcome. It's just the added scandalous nature. It's not just that he sucks in the role; it's all that other stuff. And well, they're showing up for the guy, so I guess. But so anyway, yeah, you gotta divine the meaning. I don't know what's out there about Ezra. Well, there's a lot about Ezra out there, James, and the idea that you don't know any of it. Well, come on. But I guess you could just say he wasn't aware completely of what the article was talking about. And of course, the overall timeline, yes, but his contract is not that long, so that's the wiggle room for variety, I suppose. And ultimately, the fate of Ezra Miller as the Flash, odds are, yeah, it hadn't been decided yet. But the idea that they talk to sources saying, well, if the movie's good and it does well, we're kind of okay with him hanging around. Ah, jeez. Which, again, even without all the nastiness and stuff, that still goes against the idea of a reset. You keep this guy, but you let Henry go. That still just rings very stupid. So, anyway, we'll see.